Hi everyone, it is Wednesday before Halloween. Are scary as if 2020 wasn't scary enough. It's Halloween. And let's see if my friends are joining soon. I think I did it on the right page, but I'm not sure. So I will just wait a second and see if anyone joins so that I know that I'm on the right page. I hope everybody's been doing very, very well. We've been doing great, hanging in there. It's time for Halloween, time to shake things up, mix them up. Hi, Susan Van Sant. Happy Halloween, bok bok. And we are going to start with, why don't we start with a dip? Let's do a vampire's garlic dip. And of course I just had 3 almonds and now they're stuck in my throat, so I better make my cocktail quick. But let's start with our vampire dip first, because that's what I feel like making. Alrighty, hold on one second. Of course I had to come down. Okay, here we go. So this is garlic dip, and it's just really, really simple. All of these things are meant to be really simple. You can whip up hi Nancy, right before you go trick-or-treating or the night before on Friday, which is mischief night, but I don't think anybody does mischief night anymore because there's all, you can't go out past 8 o'clock. All the kids have to be tucked at home. Hey, Susan. All right, so let's start with this. We're gonna do 3/4 of sour cream. I need a bigger bowl. Okay, let's get a spoon. I wasn't intending to do this one first, but this one we'll keep for days, and so will the pumpkin dip we're gonna make. So it's Wednesday. These are really easy. This is what I call your clean the pantry kind of dips because it's stuff you already have, trust me. It's garlic dip. It's 3/4 of a cup of sour cream and 1/4 of a cup of mayo. And I'm sure you can use Greek yogurt instead if you're watching your calories. All right, so 1/4 cup. And now here comes the garlic. Just plain old granulated garlic powder. And we do 2 tablespoons of that. And the thing is, this dip you can eat right as soon as you make it, or you can store it overnight in the fridge and eat it the next day. I'm gonna get that mixed up. Spike is sitting here next to me because he thinks he's getting something. I have crock pot. I have a meat and sausage, not a bolognese, but a meat and sausage meat sauce for dinner in the crock pot. So he smells that. All right, and now a 1/2 teaspoon of crushed red pepper. All righty. Boom. And 1/2 tablespoon of parsley, dried parsley. Again, this is all stuff you, 1/2 tablespoon, you already have. It's not rocket science. You don't have to go buy something special. We just whip it up. And that's it, people. That's it. That is our garlic dip. If you have the time, take a garlic clove, cut the top off so the cloves start to show. Put it in aluminum, pour olive oil over, close it, and cook it for about 45 minutes in a 400-degree oven if you've got something else going on there this week. And you'll have beautiful roasted garlic, which would go perfect with this. All right. So we are going to just make a quick plate and put some blanched broccoli. So what I do with that is you just chop off the beautiful florets and then put them in boiling water for like 30 seconds and then strain them, drain them, and then plop them really, really quick in an ice bath. So some ice cubes in water and let them sit for like a couple seconds and till they get cool, and then drain them again, and you'll have broccoli that won't. Okay. All right. So that's simple, a simple little treat for all your trick-or-treaters while you're trying to answer the door. You can just put this out and you'll have a nice garlic and the vampires won't get you. All right, so that's our first dip. So why don't we talk about the vampire's kiss I'm gonna make, all right? So what I did, because it's Halloween and we don't really want this stuff laying around the next day, I made a very quick red simple syrup. So I took an 1/8 of a cup of white sugar, and it had to be white because we want the red to show through. An 1/8 of a cup of water. We boil that down till it's almost reduced. And we poured it in here. And that's it. That's as simple as it is. And then we can use that for our glass. I'm going to save that because I have to get it onto a thing. It hardened. So I have to melt it a little bit before I show you. So our vampire's kiss would go lovely with our garlic dip. All right. Still not enough. Okay. So usually when I do my simple syrup, some people do 1 to 1 part. I do 1 to 1 1/2 just to make sure that it's liquidy for what I want to use it for. But I made it before and I ran up to the shower, so it's a little bit stuck. But I want to show you how pretty it would look on a glass. And quite honestly, vampire's kiss, I mean, there's tons of drinks, vampire's kiss, vampire's bite with red wine and other stuff. But I've made cocktails with red wine before and I don't enjoy them except for mulled wine at Christmas time. So when you're making this, just feel free to make, I think, certainly not a red cocktail, because then you wouldn't see it. All right. You just want to drizzle. So, see that? It's like blood. All right. So for this, I'm just simply going to take, just not even going to put it in the shaker, because I have the shaker for another drink. But let's just pretend we put lemonade and vodka and whatnot in a shaker with ice, shook it, poured it in the glass, and then top it with Sprite, and you've got a great vampire's kiss. And because it's so sticky, and you pour it on the inside, it's not going to run all over your guest's face or a costume. Speaking of costume, boo-hoo, I was going to have a small masquerade party. Everyone was going to have to come in not a costume, but a mask and then like clothes to match their mask. But I was in Florida, so now I am quarantined for a couple of more days, so I can't have people over. So I'll be making some cocktails for myself and any monsters who want to come by. All right, so this with your garlic dip, great little combination, great little, great little, whatchamacallit, great little happy hour. You can do the same if we want to do that with, I won't do it now, but you can make it for Franken, either like a green witch's potion or a zombie. Do the same thing, 1/8 of sugar, white sugar, to about 1/8 and a half of an eighth of water. Boil it down half and half, let it cool, put the green stuff in, mix it up, and then pour it on your glasses to rim. Or if you don't want to rim your glasses, just put a little, whatever you're drinking for the night, whether it be an apple martini, anything, just put a little food dye in, make it scary. If you add all the food coloring, the red, the green, the blue, you'll have black. So that's also scary. I know a lot of people are using charcoal for their drinks, but I've heard some bad things about them, so we won't be doing charcoal. Okay, now we are going to have one more dip. I have a 4-ounce thing of cream cheese softened. I don't know how this will taste, so I don't want to waste a whole thing of cream cheese because I do have another recipe I want to make for cookies with it. So I'm taking 4 ounces of cream cheese, and this one is a pumpkin pie dip, pumpkin cheesecake dip, whatever you want to call it. And then a 1/4 ounce of real pumpkin. So Libby's makes the 100% pumpkin, not pumpkin pie filling. That would be, wouldn't work as well. So 1/2 of a container, you know, a regular container of cream cheese. Hi, Caroline, I miss you so much. And 4 ounces of cream cheese to a 1/4 cup of pumpkin pie, puree, pure pumpkin pie. Now, there's 2 ways you can go with this, depending on your taste, or you can go all the way with it. All right, you can add, which is what I'm gonna try, brown sugar and my homemade pumpkin pie spice that is a couple recipes back. So if you go under where it has all the people who are in our group, and then underneath and you swipe left, you'll come to files and you'll find the pumpkin pie spice there. Make it yourself. It was much better than the stuff that you can buy in the store. Oh, it already smells delicious. All right, so let's see, where did my 1/8 of a cup go? Don't know, it's probably by the sugar. All right. Now there's also recipes for this. You can use confectioners and brown sugar, but I just feel like brown sugar's enough. You don't need more sugar than that. And if you do, and it's not sweet enough for you, by all means. This is just one of those dips that doesn't call, it's a cream cheese dip that doesn't call for the Cool Whip or the fluff. But I will also put that down, because I think if you do make that for your kids, you can add the green food dye and call it a frankenfruit dip. So that would be really cute. And then we have a 1/2 teaspoon of, where's my teaspoon? 1/2 teaspoon of the pumpkin pie. That's about right. We're a little mixed up. It's okay. I'm debating on the name, whether to keep it mixed up Maven, or what I want to add to it, or change it. Some people get it. They know I'm so mixed up. If I showed you how I cooked today with my onions, I thought I was being so suave. I had a thing of, and proactive. I just wanted to make a quick meal. So I had chopped onions in the bag, the frozen kind. The stove was on, cooking the ground beef. And of course it was too small. Ripped the bag open, the onions went everywhere. So we were a little mixed up this afternoon too. All right, and that's it. So you see how very quick these dips. And like I say, I only make a small amount because no one wants leftover dip. Nobody wants leftover dip, especially with COVID around. But it's really good. And then we take our cute witch's plate and put that on there. And we're going with chocolate grams, regular crackers. My husband likes the regular crackers. And then some pretzels, whatever kind of pretzels you have. I like the thin flats because they go well with dip. I'm gonna try this one. Okay, I know Robin's gonna shake her head at me if I serve this to her. She comes over. It's really good. It's a cross. It's just not as sweet as that other fluff cream cheese dip that everybody's posting about. Of course, if you have a little mini pumpkin or a gourd, hollow it out and put it out on that. That would be lovely. But again, our parties are going to be small, so you don't need to gut a whole pumpkin. Just serve it in something orange. So there you go. So what can go with an orange sweet pumpkin dip? Well, oh, you can also serve like vanilla wafers or ginger snaps. Very good idea. They come in an orange box this time of year. Every supermarket or little market carries them. Ginger snaps and vanilla wafers. And that's about it. Can't think of anything else. Crackers, chocolate grams, pretzels, and you're good to go. All right, so you've got a veggie dip for vampires, and you've got a pumpkin dip for your sweet tooth. Now we'll move on to the piece de la resistance. I'm going to show you that I made it already. So it's about candy corn. Okay, this is the final product. I will show you because I was so scared. If anyone saw my 4th of July debacle, it was a debacle. My 4th of July was supposed to be all these different red, white, and blue drinks, and I couldn't get the layering right, no matter which way I tried. I think I tried 7 or 8 ways, and it was just a congealed mess. Okay, so first, candy corn vodka. I made my own. Yes, it doesn't take long at all. 4 to 6 hours, and boom, you've got orange colored candy corn flavored vodka. I took regular old vodka, my Member's Mark, which is what I infuse a lot with, just because you don't want to use the really good stuff, because you're not really going to have too many of these. So just remember this. It's not even a recipe you have to write down. And it probably works for any candy. Probably works for Starburst, Twizzlers. The Twizzlers I did overnight, that time for Father's Day. But the candy corn I did only 4 hours. And excuse me, it worked. So just remember, it's 2 parts vodka to only 1 part candy corn. So if you're not having a crowd like me, I started off with literally 1/2 of cup of candy corn with 1 cup of vodka. I let it sit, and then I strained it, and I just made the drink, and I tasted it, and I actually liked it. Traditionally, all the recipes that I've always seen are either with pineapple or orange juice. We don't have either. I thought I had little cans of pineapple juice. So I went and I tried some lemonade or some white cranberry, and they both worked. So the trick is just your heaviest is going to float to the bottom, the next lighter in the middle, and the lightest is going to go to the top. And then it calls for a little heavy cream. If you don't have heavy cream, I've used 1/2 and 1/2 before. It's been fine. If you don't have 1/2 and 1/2 or heavy cream in your house, and you do have Cool Whip, you could just make the white layer a little Cool Whip layer. All right, so I'll try and show off and see if it works. Let's see. Ta-da, we'll see if it works. All right, so basically, for 2 of these drinks, which you're not gonna drink this by yourself because that would be lonely. So find another monster or a nice ghoul and or a boo, and take 6 ounces of vodka, and you would do 3 and 3. But honestly, 2 is enough, if you ask me. All right. So first, the bottom layer, and you have to be patient. And when you put the spoon in, don't put it in the vodka. You want it right at the top, but not in. Okay, now we're gonna try. Oh, I hope this works. I'm gonna try the cranberry. It's very, let's see. Okay, that didn't work this time. I knew it wouldn't. I knew it wouldn't work live. There's stress, you know, being in front of y'all. All right, let's try that again. Somebody's gonna have to drink all this with me tonight. Matt. All right. Go very slow. All right, almost there. Not quite. I don't know what happened. That's all I used, trust me. And I got such a cute drink. All right, well, we're just gonna keep going here because that's how I gotta go. I'll try a little bit more, see if it works. For those Bravo fans, I think Southern Charm is on tonight. I think. Very slow. This I know works. All right, a little bit more. Alrighty then. And then if you want to go to the trouble of putting a little garnish, you can. Yeah. And then cheers. It really does taste good. But this one really worked. It was so cute. And it's so sweet. That's why the little glasses. But definitely if you have pineapple juice or orange juice. That's gonna work much better than my other stuff. And definitely have Brock's candy corn on hand because there is no other candy corn. You have to use Brock's. And that's it. So serve your pumpkin dip with candy corn or your garlic to ward away the vampires with your vampire kiss. And have a happy Halloween. I'd love to come on tomorrow because I do have more ideas I couldn't even get through tonight. These are just really simple. Just if you're sitting around and all of a sudden you realize everyone's done, it's 6 o'clock and you haven't had a treat yet. So enjoy and we'll see you soon. Take care. Thanks for joining. Oh, and P.S. Go on YouTube and subscribe to my The Mixed Up Maven. I will include a copy of the link when I post my recipe. Please trying to get subscribers there and have a spooky Halloween.